And it's time to do the biggest GameStop condition report we have ever done on this channel. So big, in fact, we have to split it into multiple parts. Let's open up some packages. All right, so first off, a little context on this. GameStop, every now and again, updates their online retro selection with new games. And the nice thing about GameStop's pricing when it comes to retro games, for the most part, is it's actually, for the most part, pretty competitive. Oftentimes, GameStop will either come in right around market value or sometimes, and actually quite often, under the market value for certain retro games. So, naturally, whenever they do a big dump of new retro games on the website, it's good to take a look and see what you get. I may have gone a little overboard. This is just the beginning. I actually have several more packages coming, but yeah, there was a bunch of really good-looking retro games on the website. Now, of course, because it's GameStop, we have to do what I like to call a condition report, where we go through every package to see what condition each game is in. Now, of course, they can be in a multitude of conditions. It could come complete in box. It could come without a case. It could come in a generic case. It could come without a manual. It could just be in a disc and a sleeve. Who knows? So that's why it's kind of fun to see what we get, and also a little bit worrisome. Now, I will say, it does give me some joy, the fact that these were all pretty heavy, so I definitely think I got some cases when it comes to these. But the question is, are they complete in box? Or are they generic cases? Let's find out. We're going to open up our first package. This is 2 games, it appears. So yeah, let's see. Will we start off on the right foot as we pull out our first game? Nope, we do not. All right, so our first game is Metroid Other M on the Wii. It is in a generic GameStop case. The disc is pretty much flawless. So I guess whoever traded this in just did not play Metroid Other M, but there we go. Metroid Other M, generic case. Let's see what our next one is. This is a generic case too. All right. So for the second game, it is another generic case. It is a good game though, and it's one that I've been looking to grab. So even with the generic case, it's not the end of the world, I guess. We have MotorStorm Apocalypse on the PS3. The MotorStorm games are surprisingly kind of hard to find. It's a series that was born and died on the PS3. There's never been another MotorStorm game after the PS3, which is kind of a shame. Mostly because Evolution Studios shut down after the failure that was Drive Club. So, generic case. I'm just missing, I think, the first one, and then there's a PS2 one, which was a port of the PSP version. And then I'll have all the MotorStorm games. But this one I heard was very good, so I'm glad I snagged a copy of it. That was package 1. Kind of a dud. So let's see if package 2 is any better. So yeah, for those keeping score so far, we've gotten 2 generic GameStop cases. Now, I give credit where credit is due. At least if they give me a generic GameStop case, it has a cover. I know what game it is, at least. It's better than a blank case or no case at all. So it's not the worst condition it can be in. Obviously, I'd prefer complete in box, but at least a case is better than no case. So let's see what this one is. It's Envelopeception, apparently. We have another envelope in this. And it's another generic GameStop case. Woo! 3 for 3 on those. This one's a little rougher. I think it's still fine, but I mean, I guess to be fair, it does match the other one. I have The Darkness on Xbox 360. I had the second one, which was also in a generic GameStop case. So now I have both Darkness games in a generic GameStop case. It was also very cheap. It was like $7 or something. I think even less than that. So, I mean, I felt it's still a good pickup. It's just disappointing it's not complete. So far we've got nothing but generic cases. Not a great start. I'm waiting for GameStop to hopefully redeem themselves. Maybe this package is the one that will do it. Here's hoping. This feels like an authentic case. It is, and it's heavy. I think we have a complete in-box copy, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like we do. There's the manual. This is a nice one. Let me look at the disc real quick. Oh, that's a beautiful disc. Yes. Okay, we have our first gem. And this is a immaculate copy. It looks almost brand new. Awesome. We have Heavenly Sword on the PS3. This game has been kind of hard to find. It's also cheap, which is beautiful. That's one of the things I did for this massive pickup is I tried to pick mostly cheaper games that I've been wanting to add to my collection that I just didn't have. So most of these are like in the $10 or under category. Some are bigger because they're games I really wanted to pick up, but most are kind of in that cheaper range. So okay, we got our first victory with Heavenly Sword. This is a bigger package, so we're gonna open this one up next. This one clearly has probably 3 or 4 games in it. So let's see what this one has in it. I saw something that gets me real excited. I think we have an original case. Not this one. We have a blank case. Let's see what it is. Twisted Metal Black on the PS2. It's the Greatest Hits edition. It's been resurfaced, clearly. I didn't have Twisted Metal Black, so I figured I'd pick up a copy. And I get one with no cover art. Huzzah. So that's the worst condition game we've gotten so far. So we've gotten one that's complete, 3 in generic cases, and 1 with no cover art whatsoever. At least I had a case, so I guess that's something. Next. Oh. Okay, of all the games to get... Okay, it's not complete, but to get the original... Although it's upside down. Why is this upside down? Let me fix this. Hold on. But of all the games to get the original case and the original cover art, this is the one I would want it in the most because it was the best game that I got in this lot. So that's always good. So let me put the disc in. Let's take a look at this disc real quick. That looks pretty good. That's good, and it's in an original case. So one of the reasons why I placed this order is because there was actually a number of GameCube games available. And of course, GameCube, one of the most expensive platforms to purchase games for nowadays. So whenever you can find good quality GameCube games for fairly cheap, you have to snag them. I snagged this copy, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's missing the manual. I consider it a win, though. We have Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube. So we've got the original cover art. We've got an original GameCube case. So I think that's a win. Yeah, the cover art was upside down, but I think this is a win. Even without the manual, still pretty good. So Heavenly Sword and Mario Kart are the best ones so far. Let's see what our last game in this case is. It's another blank case. Fantastic. Let's see what game it is. Dragon Quest VIII on the PS2. Let's see the disc. The disc was resurfaced for sure. Blank case, no cover art. That was a very up or down package because we got a near complete in box Mario Kart on the GameCube, and then we got 2 PS2 games without cases at all. Interesting. Let's continue. Now we have a box, and I think there's a bunch of games in this box, so I'm going to try not to look at them because I want to kind of be surprised and go through them as we did. All right, so let me pull out the first game. Oh, there's definitely some generic cases in here. Actually, I think they all are, possibly. No, that feels thicker. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, here's our first game, and this is a pretty minty condition copy. Oh. Well, I already have a return I gotta make to GameStop because they gave me the wrong game. So that's unfortunate. Okay, well, we're gonna start off with Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier on the PS2. This is a port of the PSP Jak and Daxter game. They got a late-gen port to the PS2. However, the problem with it is, it's not Jak and Daxter: The Lost Legacy, it's Jak and Daxter, the first one. So, they gave me the wrong disc, so that means this is getting returned, unfortunately. But it is what it is, so put that... that's a shame, because that one did come with the original cover art. Not the original case, but the original cover art, so... unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, next. This feels like an original case. Ooh! No manual. No manual. But it does come with the original case. It is an original PS2 case. The disc has some scratching. I think it'll play. It should be fine. I might have to resurface it. But this is a pretty nice Black Label copy, so I'm pretty down. We have Red Dead Revolver on the PS2. I have never played the first Red Dead. I've played 2. And I've played Red Dead Redemption, and I played Red Dead Redemption 2, but I've never played Red Dead Revolver. So I figured I'd snag the original. I heard it's good. And yeah, pretty good condition copy on the PS2. So I consider that a win. Again, we didn't get the manual, but it's an original PS2 case. It has the original cover art. I consider that a victory. Next. Okay. Well, I guess this is a win. Kind of. I'll show you what I mean. Definitely resurfaced disc. It's kind of a win. So we have Beautiful Joe on the PS2. As you can see, this is display cover art. But it is cover art. And there's no manual. The disc was definitely resurfaced. It's a little rough around the edges, but it's definitely better than no cover art at all. So I'll take that as a win. It's kind of a tentative win, but it's a win. Next, what else is in there? I think we got is there 4 games left? Jeez, there's a lot in this box. Blank Case. Oh, dang it. This is one I really wanted to... I really wanted this one to be complete. And plus, it came in a case that doesn't even work for it. We have The Legend of Dragoon on the PlayStation. I have all 4 discs in individual sleeves. I am planning on getting just a bunch of jewel cases because I have a number of PS1 games that just don't have a home currently. So I'm going to have to use several of them on Legend of Dragoon, unfortunately, because this does not have a case. So that's a fail. We just got a blank DVD case and then 4 discs. So that's unfortunate. Next up, another blank case. Ah, man, I was hoping this one would be complete. It's not. Not great luck so far. The disc is fine. I was excited to add this game to my collection because I've heard good things about it, but I've never played it. Ooh, actually, it might not play because I see some damage around the center ring. We'll have to test it. We'll have to test it. But we have Dark Watch on the Xbox. I'm a little worried about this disc because there's a crack in the center ring. It's very, definitely resurfaced. And the case is not good. It's a crappy DVD case. It is backwards compatible, so I am going to test it on my Series X to see if it works. But who knows? Hopefully I don't have to return that one too, but we'll find out. This one is complete and nice, actually. Very welcome surprise there. Or is it complete? Okay, it's not complete. Also mismatched. I mean, it's not. This is better than I consider this a win still. We have the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, the Game of the Year edition, on the original Xbox. It's the original version, but it has a Platinum Hits copy in the box. It's not the end of the world, but it would be nice if you had a black label to go with the black label. Still a good quality, or good condition copy. I love the like holofoil cover art. I've heard great things about Morrowind. I've never actually played it, so that's kind of a win. I'll put that with Beautiful Joe as kind of a win.